Well, hello, folks. Tony Howard with Astrology University here, and I'm here to tell you about our summit coming up this weekend, the Fresh Voices in Astrology Summit, if you haven't heard about it yet. Really excited to share 2 days of speakers with you. So we have 13 speakers over 2 days from giving a wide variety of subjects and diverse backgrounds. So I hope you can tune in. And I have Mecca Woods joining me today. She's one of our speakers. And hey, Mecca.
Hey.
And Mecca's going to be telling us a little bit about what she's going to be sharing with us. But Mecca, maybe you can start out by just telling folks a little bit about your astrological approach and where you're from.
Sure. So I'm born and raised from the Bronx, New York, boogie down, uptown.
Awesome.
And in terms of like my astrological approach, I started out about 6 or 7 years ago at a crossroads. Love life wasn't happy, career wasn't happy, and that's kind of like how I stumbled onto astrology. And once I saw like it could be used as a tool for empowerment, I was like hooked. And being a Sagittarius sun, I think my approach to astrology in terms of my clients, in terms of the people that read like my horoscopes and things like that, is really showing people that they essentially have everything within them in order to kind of divine their life or to steer their life. And that's really what my approach is to astrology.
Well, that's a great message that just never gets old, right?
Right, totally.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm glad you're out there sharing it with folks. So appreciate that. So it sounds like you're going to be presenting for us a presentation called Moods and Moon Cycles, Astrology for Self-Care, which sounds
Yes.
really great, but also really practical, right? So can you tell us a little bit about what you're going to be sharing with folks?
So my talk is really basically focused on feelings and emotions and like how to navigate those things in very like challenging times, right? And I think every generation has its share of like terrible things that happen that we have to sort of face and overcome, not only collectively but in our personal lives. And I think that the moon in general, a lot of people don't realize like how important it is in terms of like, how we feel and, feeling fulfilled and feeling taken care of and, being emotionally nourished. And when it comes to challenges or when it comes to stressful situations, I like to look at astrology as being like a tool to help us navigate it, not necessarily to kind of like completely solve a problem or like kind of like waving like a magic wand to like make it go away. But
Wait, you mean there's no magic wand?
No. I wish, right? I wish that there was like a magic wand to kind of like just all right, boom, and everything is solved. But I think astrology is really great for showing us like how we can navigate a challenging or stressful situation. And that's what my goal is with doing moods and moon cycles, of showing people like, first of all, what their moon is doing in their chart, what it needs to function and to feel happy, and what can happen when you're going through a challenging time, or even like the transits. Like the moon is like the fastest moving light that we have in the sky, and a lot of people don't realize that it has so much of an effect on us in terms of like our daily environment and our daily moods, and as a collective and personally as well. And so I'm an Aquarius moon, so emotions and feelings haven't always been so like natural for me in terms of like navigating them and dealing with them. But like I'm really fascinated with how moods affect us and also how they manifest in the body as well. I've did some study in terms of like medical astrology, which some people may not necessarily be familiar with, but like studying other astrologers like Judith Hill, who talk about like how the zodiac signs and the planets affect the human body, because a lot of people don't know that many years ago doctors had to know astrology in order to diagnose and to treat people. And so bringing that to modern astrology is something that's really fascinating for me, and seeing like if you're feeling a certain way, like this is the way that it can manifest in your body through like anxiety or depression, especially like for example, if someone's having like a really heavy Saturn transit or a really crazy like Pluto transit, like what does that look like in terms of like how that brushes up against your moon and like what your moon needs in order for you to be able to take care of yourself and improve your sense of well-being. And this is also kind of some stuff that I've taken from my book, which is going to be published in October of this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Astrology for Happiness and Success. And essentially what I'm doing with the book is showing people like how they can use astrology, you know, each of the 12 sun signs, how they can use astrology for different like rituals and different like, you know, mantras and meditations and things of that nature that they can use to improve their lives across the board. So essentially I'm taking a snippet of that and presenting it through moods and moon cycles.
Beautiful, beautiful. So I understand your presentation is going to be a little bit more interactive, like that you're looking for feedback from people.
Right, right. So essentially what I would like for folks who attend the lecture is to look up their birth charts, which they can get on like astro.com, or you know, there's apps like Time Passages, you know, they can get their chart. And essentially, you know, what I'll be doing is talking to folks about their moon sign, so they can feel free to jump in, ask me questions, and really look at the way the moon interacts in their chart in terms of transits, but also like what their own moon sign is doing in their chart and what it needs. So I definitely welcome feedback and questions and interaction from the audience.
Cool. I think people will be really into that. Well, thanks for taking some time out to join us for the summit, Mecca, for sure. I know that you're on a busy publication schedule.
Yes.
And thanks for joining us today to chat about it too. So if you'd like to tune in, folks, it's actually free to watch the summit for 2 days. So tune in at freshvoicesinastrology.com. To sign up, all you need to do is pop in your email address, and then you'll get the info about how to watch us live. And each day's recordings will be available to view for 24 hours. So for a total of 48 hours, you can watch the summit totally free. So I hope you can tune in, and I look forward to seeing you there soon. And thanks again for joining us, Mecca.
Thank you. I'm excited.
All right. Take care, folks.
Take care.